Brett is going to display his fancy mixing skills with the Bevertini, which he made in the first segment. It's all part of an upcoming fundraiser with the Bev Hartig Huntington's Disease Foundation. I do remember when he said say that 5 times fast, right? That's certainly true. But we're so glad to talk about this a little bit more.
Yeah, and here to tell us more is Natalie Zahn. She's a volunteer committee member with the foundation. Natalie, tell us about Bev and how this foundation got started.
Yeah. Okay, super. Yes. So this actually, I met Bev about 20 years ago, and during that process of meeting Bev, learned of her diagnosis of Huntington's disease. So shortly thereafter, over the years, Bev and her husband Bob had decided that not enough people know about Huntington's disease.
Yeah, not everybody's familiar with exactly what that is.
That's correct, including myself. Until I had met Bev, I was unaware as well. So about 13 years ago, in Bev's basement with Bev and her husband and a bunch of friends and neighbors, we decided it's time to bring awareness to Huntington's disease.
And can you touch on it briefly
a little
for
bit.
us?
Sure, absolutely. So Huntington's disease is actually a hereditary condition. It's a degenerative breakdown of the nerve cells in the brain. Oftentimes people will find that symptoms present themselves and usually ages around 20 to 30 years old. And certainly we've seen that with Bev over the years.
And you said she was born with it? Is that
it is something that you are born with, that symptoms traditionally appear as you grow, as you become an adult. And part of those symptoms are chorea movements and so forth, cognitive abilities and so forth. You know, it's really interesting. I make an effort with friends of mine to go visit with Bev as best I can about every couple of weeks. And she knows what's going on. She certainly still knows what's going on, but her body's not letting her operate the way that she'd like to do.
That would be one of the most difficult things, when your mind knows what it wants to do or what it wants to say, and your body just cannot respond.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we, with Bev and her husband Bob, we actually created a fundraiser 13 years ago. The very first one, we raised about $100,000 through donation, that very first event. And this year is our 13th year, and it's 13 and Thriving. The concept behind 13 and Thriving is to really get out there, really kind of spring new growth and new life into this. What is this? What is this disease? What is this committee? What is this foundation? What do they do? We have an event coming up at the Fishers Forum Center, April 30th, Saturday, April 30th. There's still tickets available if people want to attend. But what we do is we try to do 3 things. We want to educate people. We want to bring awareness to what is Huntington's disease. That's our primary purpose. From there, we intend to fund, and that's why we have a fundraiser every year. We've been incredibly fortunate over the years. We've actually, as a private entity, as a foundation, as a committee of volunteers, we've raised about $2.5 million over the last 13 years that we've been able to pass along to specific grants for research, for kind of cutting edge research for development in regards to finding a cure for Huntington's
That's what you guys need, and of course that's where Brett comes in as well. I know he's going to be there as your master mixer, a bartender.
He is, which we're excited about.
Yes, I know he is too. Give us the details you had to get, the when, the where, and how we can find out more.
Yeah, so you can go to the Bev Huntington's Disease Research .com to find out about the event, find out more details about the committee, the foundation, and the event coming up. It is Saturday, April 30th, 7 p.m. at the Forum Event Center in Fishers. Brett will be there with Alchemy. He'll actually not only be there as a live auction item for his mixology class, but he'll be a part of our VIP experience this year.
That is so cool.
And of course, as we know from earlier, he'll be crafting the Bevertini.
Of course he will. The Bevertini, which I understand that she's approved this drink.
She's approved this drink.
She likes a lot of the things that are in it. So there you go.